to our first Drink and Chat with two gingers. What we're going to be doing with these Drink and Chat videos is we're going to be trying a new alcohol and have a topic of Conversations, the word I was looking for. Thank you, Brian, for being here for me, buddy. So it's just gonna be a chill chat, and we're gonna try a new drink, and we're gonna talk about it, tell you how it is. If it's any good, maybe you should try it. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe you won't like it, but you might have different tastes than us.
You may have differing opinions, as we do.
Today, so generally what we're going to try and do with these videos is we're going to try something new in most cases that we've never tried before. So we have, but I really wanted to do this one because this is my favorite beer. Maybe we can do that with Brian's too. We'll do his favorite beer.
Right.
It's called Blue Paw. So this is actually a local beer here. We live in Maine. There's a Sea Dog. It's called Sea Dog Brewing Company. They make a bunch of beers. I mean, as most breweries.
Usually they got a variety.
But this one's a blueberry beer. You know, it's subtle. It's really good. It's a little sweet, but it's packed blueberry flavor. I like it a lot. So we're gonna pour a couple of these bad boys and have a chat.
There you go.
What are we talking about, Brian?
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about, buddy?
We're talking about
your beer.
The general topic of conversation today, as I spill this all over the table, is regarding starting up a YouTube channel and what it is like to work consistently towards trying to get a YouTube channel started, though it may not be taking off
that well. It's fine.
Which is rare.
Doing fine.
I mean?
We're doing fine.
Yeah,
it's not that easy.
fun.
And that's what we're going to talk about. So I think best place to start here is maybe we should talk about how we met, Brian. Well, we met a long time ago because we actually went to school together, but we didn't really hang out when we were kids.
Right. We went to high school together, but we actually never spoke throughout. Oh, actually, middle school too. So from 6th grade to 12th grade, we never spoke. Pretty much. I don't think
I've ever had a conversation with you before.
Nope.
I was like, yeah, who's that ginger? Ugh.
Yeah, they used to divide our schools up into like south and north and blue and gold.
Right. I don't think we had
any
And they
kept it the same. Like they didn't like. I would have thought they would be like, oh, halfway through, let's take gold and mix them up with blue in the next half. You know what I mean?
So like, people could be mixed.
They kept the exact same groups the whole time. So
they created tribes.
Yeah, I didn't see 50% of our class until high school.
Yeah.
So no strong developmental changes happening there that I would have liked to experience with anybody else.
Yeah, right. Well, it's just it's funny to think about how different your life would be depending.
Right, but what was what it was, and then somehow we made it through high school without ever really seeing
at all. And then years later, probably we were well in our 20s at this point.
Yeah.
We started working at...
I was 23 when I started working at,
Yeah, we started working at the same company together. And we were 23. And been best friends ever since. We met there, we started hanging out a little bit. It was just like random,
playing ping pong together.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was this big group of people that used to get together and
play ping pong
a lot
together.
of ping pong was played.
And we'd go to the bar and have a drink. But hey...
Right.
I remember actually talking to someone, might have been my girlfriend at the time. I was like, we should start inviting Brian to do stuff. He's super fun to hang out with. It doesn't seem like he's hanging out with a lot of people. He's a loser.
That's accurate.
I was like kind of quiet. I was like, he just seems like a solid dude, And then we just started hanging out like a ton, just like randomly. Because we had a bunch of stuff in common. We were playing disc golf together and stuff. We both loved that. Because I was playing disc golf before I even met him.
Right.
And he was already playing too,
Right.
I was like, what? We had so much in common, So I haven't asked him to marry me yet.
I went and got married to somebody else through a hitch in the plan. But
it's fine. It's all good.
It's not over till it's over.
But anyway, amidst this, we were hanging out so much, and we love YouTube. And we love, watching videos. And there's actually a channel that's somewhat like this. I don't really want to plug them because they're always so famous.
Yeah, we probably don't need to. But we will draw any ties that aren't already established.
there are a lot of channels that are kind of like our two gingers. Like people just do stuff together, a duo, trios, and stuff like that. And we just were like, man, we should just do something like that because it's just fun. Like eating challenges, which we've done a lot of.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, we could do that so easy,
Yeah, or you think you can. That's the thing of it. Is like I feel like everybody has like a generally curious nature, but that's how I always felt watching those. Is like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I want to be a part of it. It's like, how do I get onto a show like this? I need to become famous in some other avenue so I can be a guest on Hot Ones or something like that.
Well, I was just about to say that. Brought to my mind is that that's like our main goal. We want to like get famous enough just to be on Hot Ones once.
So we jumped a few steps and just created a channel and started doing the things ourselves anyway.
Right.
Because like, why not?
Because it's fun.
Just sitting around watching it, might as well give it a shot.
Yeah, it was like. But here's the thing: you have to have a little bit of ambition. You have to want it,
right?
And you have to keep up with it. Because it's like when we first started. Like I remember buying a camera,
right? And it was like probably a year and a half,
almost 2 years before we actually even used it. Yeah, I bought a camera. We're gonna start this, and like, what are we gonna do? We just did nothing.
Yeah, and then before that, even we filmed one episode. Well, actually, so our very first episode of this show, is 5-second rule.
Yes, yeah.
But our second one is
Well, not this show, the other show.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. The Jujitsu.
This show.
Excuse me. So Bean Boozled was what we did for our second episode, just playing that game with the gross beans. And we had already filmed an episode of that at my apartment, like a long time ago, and it was fun. It was great. I think it would have been funny.
Authentic,
I remember I ate a whole fistful of those jelly beans.
You had to both times.
For no reason. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, what are the odds? And something happened with like the video file or something like that,
right?
With the camera or something. We're like, whatever. We
just like gave up. Didn't do it for like another year, you know, and then. Yeah, and then, but there's a lot to learn, right? Because like I think nowadays, like you have like TikTok and stuff, which we do have a TikTok. Look us up on TikTok,
right?
Which we should probably do more of. Yeah. I know we haven't done that in a while. We did a ton of them when we first started,
right?
But it's just something that like we both work full time. I got a dog, which you probably hear if you've seen any of our videos, especially the last one,
right?
Brian's got like a son. What do you call him? Stepson?
Yeah, stepson, son, whatever. I got married amidst creating two gingers.
Yeah, so he's he got married, so he's got family stuff to do. So it's hard when we have to work 40+ hours.
Right, full-time jobs.
Plus, try to make content.
Yeah,
and live our lives
and edit the videos. It's not like we have anybody doing that stuff for us. So
right, and we have to do all that, and it's like. Because we don't got the money to pay somebody to do that, So it's like one of those it's like a dream that's like it's like right there, and it's like if we could just take a little bit more time, like if we could like work part-time and then do this a little bit more, it would be cool. But it's like it's just not feasible,
right? Maybe at some maybe that's always a line you have to cross at some point to like make. I always hear about people saying that there's that jumping off point. It's like, we had to make the tough decision to go full-time and risk it all. It's like, but what about all the people that aren't famous that don't have a biography who are like now on the street panhandling? It's like,
that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to turn into that, and look, we don't hate our jobs either.
No.
It's like, the company we work for is really, really great company. Yeah. It's like...
It's hard to leave a cushy lifestyle to chase something.
That could not be lucrative.
You don't know, right? Exactly. And at the point we're at now, it's like that's the other thing. It's like we're not famous. We've got 180-ish subscribers, and that's not a lot. It's not doing much, but
you think about a room. If you're sitting in a room, there's 180 people there. I mean, that's
right. It's cool.
That makes you feel kind of. That's kind of cool.
Every single one of them. It's way better. It keeps going up. That's fine, and I know people enjoy it. Pedro, you're the man.
This guy. Pedro's awesome. I want to meet you in person, dude.
But it's not at a point where I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. If we just like, I'm not 100% confident that it's just gonna like take off if we jumped into it full time.
And that was one of the things. Yeah, that's that too, right? Yeah. How much content? I mean, we have a ton of content. Right. We have hours upon hours of it.
Right.
Almost 2 years worth of it now. Honestly, right? It's been almost 2 years, and we haven't really. But that's the thing is I just feel like consistency is key. Mm-hmm. Just keep making them, and we enjoy doing it too. So it's like it gives us a reason to hang out.
Right.
And we get to do something fun every time we do
exactly.
it.
That's fun. That's what I always say. It's like. We wouldn't have ever done all the things we did if we weren't doing this. Like, we would have done other fun things for sure, but it wouldn't have been those things.
Right, we would have gone and done something.
Yeah, there has been some funny things that have happened, and I'm really glad to have experienced it either way.
Yeah, it's been a blasty blast.
Yeah.
I tell ya, like the wearing the giant pants
Yeah.
and stuff, like the giant pants and giant shirt. We got to do some more of that.
The amount of time
so
that it like takes getting in and out of those too, that doesn't appear in the video is always funny. We included it in the second one because it was so
putting 'em
funny
on. Oh,
the first time. What we did the first giant pants episode is
How did we get it?
well, stupidly we put the pants on first, and then we were like, or now we have to set up the camera and everything.
Before we did everything.
I don't know why.
Yeah, before we set up everything.
and we did.
And we're like
like
walking around in the giant pants around my apartment.
We're just like hopping
get
around
stuff.
with the tripod and stuff like that. Oh, so funny.
Oh man, good times.
Oh man, what your neighbors must have thought peeking in the windows
Yeah, because they did that.
all the time.
They love peeking. Yeah, the windows were pretty windowy and see-through. No, I don't know if anyone ever did, but I mean the noises and stuff we made too. I mean, my apartment was connected to other
The
buildings.
walls aren't thick enough.
Yeah, they were thin. I could hear my neighbors. So, but we were in there just making a ruckus, and we made a mess of that apartment. Like when Brian was just throwing everything.
What do you think the worst mess we've had so far has been?
The worst mess?
Yeah, trying to remember.
Oh, I mean, you mean in the apartment?
Yeah,
indoors? Because I'm saying, I mean, that part,
Well, yeah,
the watermelon was pretty
excluding those, but in the worst mess we've had to clean up after. We didn't really have to clean, other than the rubber bands. We didn't really have to clean up after the watermelon.
Did we do any? What was messy? Like a cooking one? Any of the cooking ones? Were no, like the not my hands ones where like you were my hands.
Oh yeah,
those pretty messy.
Oh the lumberjack breakfast. No wait, yeah, because remember I knocked over a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, and the cooker had that hole in it.
Yeah,
And you poured the stuff and just went right down it.
Right, we had to like put like a paper towel under it to even it out.
Yeah, that was so silly.
Yeah,
That was
we didn't
fun,
put the
though,
catch in there yet.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Oh, when we did the testing to see if you could break an egg in your hand and how much it exploded.
Yeah, I mean, there's some back here on our
There was
wall.
egg everywhere.
Yeah, that was a pretty messy one too.
Yep. The no hands fruit eating was pretty messy too.
Oh, because we challenged each other and ate stuff without
the
hands,
use of
right.
our hands. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, all in all,
Still going.
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. We don't know. You know, I think one of the biggest things is that you need to think about like what's going to stand out, and like be like someone see it
Right.
and instantly feel like they have to show someone else.
Without sacrificing like the desired, without sacrificing your own personal like idea of what's funny or what's good. It's
Exactly.
like I don't want to like
Just cop out like
exactly
okay,
like do this thing because I
if
know
I
it's
hit you in the
funny.
face with a frying pan,
Right.
people will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm sharing that. He almost killed his friend."
Yeah.
It's like
Or just something that you don't think is funny, but you know other people do. Like for me specifically, one that I've thought about is just like what's that called when you like the super sound stuff, like the ASMR or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
yeah, ASMR.
I hate it so much.
Those
And, like,
videos?
I find it so irritating, and it's like I wouldn't want to make one of those. You know what I mean? It's like, but people really enjoy them.
But guess
It'd be
what?
so-
I'm doing it right now. ASMR equipment.
Yeah.
Those microphones with the ears on them. You seen those? They have like ear microphones.
That's funny.
Like it's like a and
Like
then,
a fake ear, like a prosthetic ear on it.
No, real.
People are weird. Why do you like that?
Not a prosthetic. Just listening to the sound.
Yep.
Yeah,
When
there's
I was-
like girls on Twitch. Just do that.
Yeah,
only.
I
It's
don't understand. I
weird.
don't understand that at all. When I was a kid, my brother was very sensitive to like the sound of chewing, like the sound of like if you like chewed with your mouth open or something like that. Specifically, my dad and I like chewing gum because we were not graceful about it, and he would be like la la la, like we were like in the car with gum, and I remember like chewing like open mouth extra, get a little
To
into
make
it.
him angry?
But I was like, that's kind of like borderline how those ASMR
ASMR
videos make me feel. So I'm not doing it. That's my point, though.
Listen, unless you promise a million.
Right. Treasure.
Oh yeah, want to hear me drink this?
Yeah. Listen, I live it all the time doing eating challenges with you. Just like mashing food in there.
Yeah, that's why we laugh. 'Cause we're like, it's like dead silent. It's
Yeah.
like.
Especially when it goes like, we cut and stuff like that. The actual video itself may take 30 minutes to what makes a 7-minute video. It's just
Right.
like 10 minutes of silent chewing. Especially like ones like
Stuff that's like
that takes a long time. Like when we eat the corn, like outside. It's just like,
corn. I don't even want to think about that corn,
brutal.
man. That was
Yeah.
so much corn.
6 pounds of corn.
Oh my goodness. We gotta do the green beans. There's green beans at the Walmart there. Same
There's
thing.
so many giant things of food, and I feel like there's a lot of opportunity there.
plenty.
But it feels so bad.
That's one of the things is like when creating the YouTube videos, like you watch all of these people, like the ones that we were saying before, it's like you see other people do it, you're like, oh yeah, that'd be easy. Because
Yeah.
they eat tons of food, and we've done a ton of that. Like
Yeah.
the hot dogs, we cooked like 50 hot dogs.
56.
Yeah, and we were like, yeah, we're
Cost
gonna
$17 to make 56
Just so
hot
you know.
dogs with buns and hot dogs. That's ridiculous.
and ketchup and mustard and all
Right.
that. And relish we put on, right?
No.
No, we didn't. But what did we eat? 9 each.
Yeah.
Like
away
way
a lot
too
of
many
hot
hot dogs.
dogs.
I had this huge bin just full of hot dogs. I put it in the oven. So many hot dogs.
That's
It's
so
like
funny.
you just don't. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard because
It's-
when you watch somebody eat
Yeah.
like 30 in like 6 minutes,
Right.
You're like, I should be able to eat. Like if I give
Right.
myself 10, I should be able to eat.
Right.
Half.
And you know what, too? It's like, I find my perspective doesn't change anything because I remember, like, editing the corn video, watching it, and being like, I could have eaten more. Like, why didn't I? Like, it's like, because I felt like I was going to die at the
Yeah,
time.
you were kinda like
Right.
Semi-vomiting.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
like,
But that part of your brain never goes away. So it's like, it's always worse than you think it is. Like,
oh yeah, so
yeah,
much.
somebody out there is always, superhuman and can, down a whole bottle of Mad Dog, whatever that is, 2020.
I don't
something
understand
like that,
how people
but-
can do stuff like that. Like how they can eat so much food. Like there's some YouTubers that are just ridiculous.
Yeah, like we always we draw a lot of ideas for our big eating challenges from people like Matt Stoney,
Yeah.
who's ridiculous, and we know we're not under the impression that we're good at it.
Oh, we'll
it's
never be.
it's the funniness of us failing at it repeatedly that's funny for us. But-
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these people that do it like professionally,
Yeah.
they train for it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we're just like two random dudes that are like, "Hey, it's Wednesday night. Want to do 2 gingers? Yeah. What do you want to do?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a ton of food here. Let's see if we can eat it all. You know,
Yeah,
it's just
I-
like
Yeah, we've kept a running list of episode ideas before, but I would say 60% of our ideas
Is
have
off
been
the
within
top, yeah.
30 minutes of making the video. Like today, when we were just walking around
yeah,
Walmart
we did the
trying to
Veterans
figure
Day
out what to
one
do.
day. And we're like, well, what should we do? But then I was like, wait, it's Veterans Day. What could we do?
Right,
And
we're like,
it's just
well,
like fun to do that.
yeah.
You know, like I've said before, we just like to hang out with each other.
Pretty much.
And we're just like, we'll find something if we just
Yeah.
think and walk around and do stuff. It's
Yeah.
like we're always so busy outside of this. Like if this was our life,
Right.
then it's just who would know the things that we could do. You know, just it's
Exactly.
unimaginable.
I've learned that I have a new perspective when I walk around a store or something like that. I see everything as an episode
Challenge.
possibility. It's like, ooh, that looks extra big.
Yeah.
What could we do with that? A giant candy bar.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, and I gotta remember to tell Brian about that because we could do that for a video. It'd be fun, you know?
Yeah.
Fun stuff like that.
Yeah, and then so it's just it evolves over time. We've learned to the videos at the very beginning. I was editing on a free app on a tablet.
Yeah,
it was very.
I remember you
I-
doing that on the tablet.
Yeah, I spent so much time, and it would be way too big for the app to even be able to handle, and it would just crash partway through. And no! Hours of my life, but it was so fun.
Come so far.
Yeah, and also those videos were almost 30 minutes long, which
Yeah,
is hard
really
to endure. Sorry about that. I would love to go back and do
Cut 'em up.
a redo on some.
But
'cause
it's
yeah, one of my favorite videos is the egg trivia one where we ate the raw eggs. That was so funny.
but you ate the raw
Yeah,
eggs.
I ate 10 raw eggs.
So
yeah.
we did 12 questions for 12 eggs, and Brian ate 10 of them. But I think you ate 9 before I even ate 1 or something like that. Or
Yeah,
8.
it was a lot.
It was crazy.
It was
I was
bad.
destroying him.
But it was so funny.
You know.
But it's also almost a 30-minute video or whatever, or something like that. So too long.
Yeah, it's a long video.
So, but it's been a learning process.
You have to
And
cut it up.
yeah, and we're it's still not perfect, but it's getting better all the time. Always learning new things about timing and stuff.
Comedic timing.
Right.
But It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you think about the beer? Maybe we should talk about it a little bit since this
It's
is a
good.
drinking chat.
I've had it.
What do you think? I know you've had it. But
many times.
we got to tell them about it.
And I'm telling
there's
them
people
I've
here.
had it.
People, we know there's people that don't live in Maine. We know there's people that live in other countries that watch this.
This is true.
I don't think. I mean, I think in New England, in the U.S., I think you can get this pretty.
I don't know. Sea Dog is pretty big, isn't it?
It's a Maine thing, though.
I know it's Maine, but it's not like.
It's so.
Is it considered like micro?
You
It's
can't.
not microbrewery or something like that.
So, like, I got a buddy who lives in like Georgia. He can't get it.
Oh, well, there you go. Get a point of reference.
Yeah. Texas, he can't get it.
Yeah, it's good.
So
in general, I would say that like, yeah, Sea Dog in general, they've got restaurants, all this different stuff. It's very good. But in general,
food's great too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like flavored beers as much anymore. It's like I feel like my palate is getting harsher and harsher as I get older, or maybe I'm just like destroying my senses by eating lots of like bitter and spicy things. Like I like my coffee black. I like, all the stars on the spicy scale, stuff like that. But,
yeah. I do that. I'm the same way, and I like the same way. Like when it comes to stuff that's sweet, in most cases, it's like not. So, but for some reason, this beer,
right?
It's not, like I said, it's not overly sweet though. It's like it's pretty subtle,
right?
And the really great thing is if you go to the restaurant and you get a pint, they put like a scoop of fresh blueberries in it too. Oh, it's the best thing.
That is cool.
If I can get it locally, I'm gonna drink it. I just love it.
And what I was gonna say, as a caveat to that, is as far as like flavored beers go, fruity beers, things like that it is one of the better ones because of the fact that it is kind of subtle. So.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
It's like at Walmart you can get it after tax and deposit. Because here we do deposit in Maine. We can bring cans and bottles back for money. So you have to pay deposit.
I keep forgetting that that's not a thing like all states do.
Yeah, like $17 after tax and stuff and deposit, which is like 5 cents a can. So whatever.
Right.
Which that's a little bit more pricey because you can get like I don't know. It's about the same. Like Sam Adams is like $15.99 or $15. Same thing.
Looks like they've got a brewer. Like it's brewed in Portland, Vermont, and New York.
Is that what it says in the can?
Yeah.
Portland, Maine.
Brewed by.
Vermont and Rochester, New York. So they got. So that's like I said, New England.
Right.
They're in New England, but I think it was originated in Maine. If I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I think I'm correct about that, but yeah, it's great. They got a lot of great beers, so I'd check them out. I don't know if you can get it, go on their website and get it imported to your state or something.
Best of luck to you. I don't have any knowledge about that.
But yeah, so I think I tend to think.
That's good. Gotta keep doing that once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I think this is our first episode
of
our drinking chat, and I think we'll just try to keep it a little short.
Right.
So, yeah, that's us. That's our YouTube journey so far. It's not long, so we don't have too much to say. We're trying.
Yeah. Go if this is the first thing you're seeing, go check out the other channel.
Yeah.
Two Gingers.
It's over there too. It's over there and over here.
Yeah. There's almost 2 years worth of an episode a week. So.
Yeah, episode a week, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like 100, somewhere around there, videos.
Yeah, and if you have any ideas, I know there's probably people, I doubt there's anyone who does, like, hardcore YouTubing that watches us. If anyone has any good tips or anything, for us to boost ourselves, you can let us know in the comments.
Exactly. Yeah, admittedly amateurs, always looking to improve.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel free to give us criticisms. We don't mind.
Yeah, we've gotten plenty of criticism. That's why the videos are so much short. We just learned that it's like they can't be that long. It's kind of ridiculous.
Right.
Like, no one wants to sit around for 30 minutes. Oh yeah. Listen, I'm still kind of I like the Fundoras, but we got so much heat from our girlfriend/wife about them that they just were like too cringy. But I'm like, it's like watching an episode of The Office. It's like, ugh. But I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, maybe it's because they know us that it was extra cringy, or maybe that's just how everybody felt.
Yeah, I would like to hear if anyone is watching this that did watch our episodes before and did see the Fundoras, what you think of them.
Right, we're not improv comedians. We know we're stupid. I
like comedy though. Improv's fun, and but hey, if there's enough people, if anyone's actually interested and thought they were great and miss them, I'm I don't care what my girlfriend says. It was fun.
We're doing it anyway.
You know,
Sorry, babe.
We're like I said, we're evolving. So maybe we'll come up with something else too that we can do.
Yeah.
Something fun, or we'll see.
Yeah.
But thanks for drinking with me, Brian.
Happy to.
First, two gingers drinking chat. Have an awesome day, wherever you are.